Hey guys, I get this question on the forums. Or I read this question on the forums, I should say, a lot about how much can my vehicle tow. I wanted to walk you through three examples of vehicles I've owned and explain max tow rating versus payload and really what each of these vehicles can safely tow. So I want to go through the three vehicles I'm going to highlight today for you are a Toyota Highlander, a Toyota Tundra, and a GMC Sierra 2500 gas and show you some of the differences. So let's start with the Toyota Highlander. 5,000 pound tow rating, 500 pound max tongue weight rating on the hitch, and the payload comes in at 1485. Average hitch weight for the hitch that goes, your assembly and everything to tow a trailer around 40 pounds for an SUV, 50 for a half ton, 60 pounds for a 2500. That'll vary a little bit, but just putting that number in there. The max trailer, if you subtract the hitch weight from the maximum tongue hitch weight, that'll bring that down to 4,600 pounds or 460 pounds, sorry, which means that your max um, trailer weight, tongue weight should be 10% of what you're towing. Takes that down to 4,600. If I come down here, that means there's 985 pounds of payload left. If I look at a family like mine with two adults and two kids, around 500 pounds plus 100 pounds of stuff, that would leave me a remaining payload of 385 pounds. So I could safely tow with that vehicle with that 4,600 pound load and be within payload. If I dump that trailer weight down to 4,000 pounds in that vehicle, tongue weight drops down to 400 pounds, hitch weight of 40, leaving my payload at 445. And I would say that that's where I would target that vehicle is around 80% of the total tow rating or less. And you can see that at the bottom here. Leaves you in a safe realm for towing and should be fine for that vehicle. I would not personally exceed that 4,000 pound mark with that Highlander. And if you look in the manual, at that weight, they require electronic brake controller as well, so you're not using the brakes on that SUV. Let's step up to Toyota Tundra, and I owned this vehicle in 2018 with the V8, 10,000 pound tow rating. Maximum tongue weight on that hitch is rated for 1,000 pounds. The payload on these Tundras, they were the crux of this truck. Payload was very low at 1,285 pounds. I had a TRD off-road with the crew cab, and even the new ones, the payload isn't much better, maybe 100 pounds more. So these trucks run out of payload before they run out of tow rating. 50-pound hitch weight, that brings it down to 9,550. Max tongue weight, 950 pounds. That only leaves 285 pounds of payload. So if you were towing by yourself, like I weigh 170 pounds, I'd be fine to tow by myself and tow that 9,500 pound item at max capacity. If I add passengers and stuff, you can see that I'm 315 pounds short on payload. So going down to a trailer weight to get it to where it's not in the negative, I would, with that crew, Toyota Tundra crew, would safely be able to tow around 6,000 pounds. That's looking at a 600 pound tongue weight, the hitch weight of 50 pounds, and the payload left would be 35 pounds. So half ton truck, 6,000 pounds. That's kind of where you're going to be with a 2018 Tundra. The new ones with the payload, we can run those numbers, but say it's a little bit more payload, it might put you at that 7,000 pound max tow for what is actually safe. If I come down here and say 80% of tow rating at 8,000 pounds for the Tundra, you can see I still don't have enough payload. So these guys that say, pick the vehicle and then stay within 80%, it really depends on the vehicle, guys. And I want to show you where these heavy duties really are the way to go if you're towing anything heavy. So my GMC rated for 16,000 pound conventional trailer, 1,600 pound tongue weight. The payload rating is 3,383 pounds. This is for a 6.6 gas motor, by the way. Hitch weight is 60 pounds. You can see if I subtract that hitch weight, puts me at a trailer weight of 15,400 pounds, and that's based off the maximum tongue weight here at 1,540. And then the payload left, 1,783. Same people and kids and stuff, leaves me 1,183 pounds of payload. So that truck is well within its capacity, towing at its maximum tow rating. And I believe that the heavy duties, they do that just to provide an extra level of comfort and safety. So you can see if I go to the 80% rule on that truck and I say I'm going to tow 12,800 pounds with 1,280 pounds of payload, tongue weight, I'm sorry, that would still leave 1,443 pounds of payload, and be very, very comfortable to tow. I personally have towed around 13,000 with my truck, and it is very comfortable to tow. There are guys with heavy duties that push it a little higher, but would be very comfortable towing this one up to and near the max tow rating for this 2500. Conversely, with these 1500s, you can see they run out of payload much, much faster before you ever hit their advertised tow ratings. So hope this helps. There's a lot of videos on to explain the differences, but just thought I'd bring this up. I had my younger brother ask me, he was buying a new camper, and he has a Highlander now, 2021 Highlander, and he was looking at a camper that was around 4,800 pounds and thought it was going to be okay. And when he looked at the tongue weight was around 680 pounds, so I would not have towed that camper. The one he got now, I believe, is just shy of 4,000 pounds, 400-pound tongue weight, and well within where that Highlander should be towing here, what's highlighted. So be safe, guys, and make sure that you don't overload. I am not the tow police. If you want to overload your vehicle and tow, the guys that'll knock me, go ahead. But if something happens, you get in an accident, the police come out and weigh your rig or your vehicle, or the insurance company finds out you were over your payload, you're going to have to pay the piper on that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just wanted to explain a little bit about the tow ratings of these vehicles and what they can actually pull down the road safely. Have a good one. Bye.